tend to say, oh, I'm embarrassed. I want my services, they that good, but I'm a bit embarrassed to send my website because it doesn't quite give the right impression. So instead of sending or sharing online, they kind of hold back and they realize this is not right, isn't it? And this is when people will come to me and we make it work.
Most business owners I speak to say the same thing about AI. We don't know what we don't know. You may be losing hours every week to slow follow-up, repeated admin, and tasks that still depend on you, the business owner. My AI blind spot assessment finds where AI could make the biggest difference to your business. Give me 90 minutes and we may uncover hundreds of hours you could save over the next year. Check out the link in the show notes or drop me a message directly. Okay, back to the show. Welcome to the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast, the show where we shine a light on the incredible businesses, community leaders, and local legends shaping our town. I'm your host, James O'Donnell, and today we are joined by Estelle. Estelle, great to have you on the podcast.
Thank you for having me, and hi everyone.
Estelle, for those of us who don't know you yet, who are you and what do you do here in Bishop Stortford?
So I'm Estelle. I am French. I'm from Bordeaux, and my business is Studio Mindset, which is all about creating branding and bespoke Squarespace website for local and international businesses.
Fantastic. And how long have you been doing that for?
So forever. When I would say I was actually trying to look back, and I always knew I wanted to be a designer. So I graduated as a product designer. Then I moved to England to learn English and pursue my journey as a designer. And I went to Birmingham University, and this is where I graduated. I had my master in design, and my design love just grow and grow. And I started Studio Mindset about 6 years ago. And before that, I worked in London. I also had a chance to work in Hong Kong for 5 years as creative director. And this was really the best experience I could possibly hope for, really. Got to travel, work on exciting brands. Yeah, basically. And now I'm here in Stortford, and it's as good as Hong Kong. And I work with incredible businesses locally as well.
I saw on your website, you've got some great local clients on there. Who do you typically work for? Who gets the most out of the kind of websites that you design?
So my clients, I would say they're businesses that are established and they're just ready to step up and elevate. They want to come across as more professional, and they want to make sure they engage properly. And that could be just by, having a better homepage that converts, or maybe a logo that feels a bit more premium than the initial logo that kind of had to work, on their own. So these are the people that really I love working with.
I understand. And how do you know when a brand is kind of holding a business back? How do owners know that that's the right step to make to reach out and talk to you?
That's interesting. I would say people tend to say, oh, I'm embarrassed. I want my services, they that good, but I'm a bit embarrassed to send my website because it doesn't quite give the right impression. So instead of sending or sharing online, they kind of hold back and they realize this is not right, isn't it? And this is when people will come to me and we make it work.
Yeah, that's a good sign that you need some professional help to support you in that kind of work.
And people grow.
People grow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People's services grow. When they first start, they just need a base, but some kind of basic solution. But, if they're proven right, they need some extra help, don't they? When you're talking to business owners, because I'm guessing there's a kind of collaboration piece where you're talking to them about what they want and what they need. What do you find is the biggest misconception that business owners have about when they're trying to build their website out?
So it's interesting. First of all, I think because I work with a lot of local businesses and people who start their business on their own, they often very attached to the business for personal reason or personal taste. So the kind of start point for me is always to say, this is not you, okay? This is the business, and this is how we want to talk to people. And this is how I like to shape my strategy and make every single of my decision. It's not my favorite color. It's not, this is not it. This is about how we best convert, how we best sell the brand to the audience, how we best connect. So this is my number one advice, I would say. And then and then I always like to have a good chat with people to understand their goal. What is it that I really want out of that? Because it's not just about having a shiny website page, isn't it? It's about what's coming after. And then, yeah, of course, and then I have a full kind of process where I will send a questionnaire, some reference and visual, and it's very much a journey. And usually people like to have a traditional approach, which is a 4-week process, maybe 6 weeks. But recently, how things are moving and it's fast. People want things quick. With AI as well, great tool. I'm starting offering this more like design day, website in a week. And it's not for everyone, but for people who have a very clear goal and are dedicated and have the time, of course, it's amazing. It's just such a fast turnaround. I'm exhausted after, but I love it. I just love the energy.
This episode is supported by the Bishop Stortford Community Newsletter. There's so much happening in town, it's hard to keep up. New businesses opening, community events, local stories, and opportunities for all of us to get involved and make Bishop Stortford a great place to live. That's why we created a free weekly newsletter that brings together the best at Bishop Stortford in one place. There's no endless scrolling, no hunting through Facebook groups, just the stories, events, and local updates that matter. If you'd like to stay connected to what's happening in Bishop Stortford, sign up using the link in the show notes. Okay, back to the episode. I love that kind of thing as well. I like sprinting at things, 100 miles an hour, because it's just the way my focus works. If things go on too long, it's very difficult for me to stay focused on things. It's probably why I do micro podcasts rather than 2-hour long ones, because I just don't have the appetite for it. That's really fantastic. What client transformation are you most proud of the companies that you've worked with?
I would say one of the recent one for me was KBD Dance Studio, a local dance class, and it's run by Katie. Amazing. She's just grown so much across the year. And my daughter used to go there when she was tiny. And now she's got like over 400 students. And she said to me, listen, Estelle, I just need to step up. I need my dance studio to be as good as the show we're producing. So love working with her. And we did a design day together. And yeah, now her social and her website is looking, I love it.
Lovely. And I suppose that's a journey, isn't it, for the customer to go on? So they see them on their socials, they see them hundreds of times probably before they make a decision. And then they go to the website, and it needs to be a kind of consistent message, consistent brand experience for the person, even to when they turn up on their, the first day of trying out the school. And that's something that you worked with them on.
100%. It's all about, as you say, exactly. It's about a journey. So you take your client from a color, let's say, okay, your new color is purple. How do we transform and evolve that color across all of the client journeys? So it could be, we start with a color, we apply it in a logo, and then we use the images. The images need to have this nice tint of color. And then we move on to additional icon, colors, symbols. And then we move on to the website. Okay, we include this new color, this new branding into the navigation, and we prioritize information as well, all the way to social. And then we go into merch. So it's about being consistent, basically. And I love explaining and helping businesses across the full journey. For me, I'm so involved. I will text my client, have you seen that? It will be amazing for you. Just as, I don't know, if I want to feel at the end with friends, and I'm kind of champion them. I just want to be part of their journey very much. And it's not just like, I've done your branding, see ya. No, I just stay with them.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, I recommend anybody to check out some of the businesses you've worked with to see what they look like, because I think there's some really great examples on there.
Thank you.
Particularly for, there's lots of children focused brands, probably because your mum, I'm encountering them now as a dad, taking kids along to them. And I saw Ryastic Park. That's on there. Yeah, we went there the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, some really cool examples.
As you said, I think it's probably, as a mom, I have a 8 years old and 4 years old kids, so busy. But somehow my kind of client focus is going that way. But I did work for toy company in the past, such as Mattel, Vivid Imagination. So this kind of education, kids industry is really growing on me, and I think it just works nicely. I love how, you know how before it was about if you soft play, you like green, bright color, and you just like funky font. No, I think we can really take and elevate every single experience, no matter the industry. And this is why I don't specialize in anything, because I think we can bring something special and elevate any businesses. And this is how they stand out, basically.
Yeah. It's interesting, that soft play route, isn't it? Because the people looking at the website is actually the parents, and the parents don't take their kids places for it to be crazy. They go somewhere so that the parents can actually chill out
Yeah,
whilst
exactly.
the kids are going crazy. So you need to appeal to that mindset, not the
Yeah.
the other type. Where's the best place for people out there that are maybe thinking about looking at their business branding and their websites? How should they reach out and interact with you and talk to you about, maybe taking the next step?
So if people are they just want to have a call with me, I'm more than happy to jump on a Zoom call. I like that because we can share what's current, what's not. And simply you just go to my homepage. You can find my WhatsApp here or my email, or just go to my contact page on the website, studiomindset.com. I can put the detail as well later if people want to get in touch. But I also have my Instagram. I'm kind of like everywhere if you're looking for me.
Wonderful. We will put links to that in the show notes. So if anybody's interested in having that conversation, they can reach out and speak to you and look at all the different examples of the businesses that you worked with. I think it's great showcasing all of those, Estelle. Thank you so much for sharing your business and the work that you're doing in the local area. It's been really interesting to talk that through with you on the
No,
podcast.
thank you.
Are you ready for some Stortford Spotlight questions now?
Yes, go.
Yeah. Wonderful. This episode is being supported by one of my businesses, a brilliant local business called StortBox. If you've ever moved house, you'll know the pain of hunting for cardboard boxes, building them, taping them up, and then figuring out what to do with them afterwards. StortBox makes moving simpler with strong, reusable moving crates delivered straight to your door and collected when you're finished. Less stress, less waste, and a much easier move. It's a local business helping local people move smarter. So have a look at StortBox in the show notes below and see if it can make your next move a little bit easier. Okay, back to the episode. These are 3 super fast questions that we ask every guest that come on the Bishop Stortford Community podcast. First question. If you could put one sentence on a billboard in Jackson Square, what would it say and who needs to hear it the most?
That would be, don't wait for perfect, Oz. And the reason, and Oz means dare in French. Just purely because we are the same. We want everything to be perfect. We want to look good. We don't want any mistake to be made. But by not doing anything, nothing's happening. So, and I'm the same. So I like to remind myself this, not always. Just do it and see what happens. And it's the same when you create a brand, to be honest. Just launch it. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Nothing is forever. You just have to evolve and just see what's happening from that.
I love that as an idea. Taking action, you learn so much when you take action, because you're otherwise waiting for perfect just doesn't work. This podcast would not exist if I was waiting for the perfect sound studio. I'm in the kitchen at the moment recording. You just got to take action, and you'll learn as you go. Can you say that whole sentence in French? Because that'd be fantastic to hear.
Hold on, let me think. N'attends pas pour la perfection, ose.
Oz. I like that word, Oz. I've not encountered that before. Is that like a French idiom?
Yeah, O-S-E. Oser is from the verb oser. Dare, basically, just do it.
Just do it.
Dare it, just do it. And I think I'm just like that. When I'm not sure, I'm just doing it and we see what happens. Something good is going to come out, isn't it? I'm very much positive.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Estelle. Second question. Where do you go in Stortford that you secretly hope never gets too popular?
That would be Friends Dress Agency. It's opposite Pesa at the end of North Street, yeah. Purely because it's just a great place. It's run by Victoria. Whenever I go there, I always want something. Or I should say, she finds me something, she's not pushy. I mean, She has a great eye, great advice, and she's good fun. So I love going there. But not just from like a personal point of view. I think it's a really good business because it's not just about selling it. And I don't think people know that much that if you have clothes yourself and you don't wear them, you can take them to Victoria and she will sell them for you. It's kind of a vintage structure, but much more local and personal. So I just love it.
It's a great business. We are trying to get Victoria on the podcast to shine a light a little bit more on the work she does. But follow her on socials as well. I find her social, fascinating in she does and how she highlights the different products that she's got in. And it's a great way to, recycle, but in a really, high end way, these kind of things in Bishop Stortford. So yeah, big fans. We must get them on the podcast. Thanks,
Yes.
Estelle. Question 3. Who's doing something special in town that more people need to know about?
This one was quite difficult for me to answer, and I've just decided to go for it. And it would be Shelby Pearce. I met her a couple of years ago as a parent. I was taking my kids to nursery. And since then, she has brought to Stortford so many incredible businesses, purely, and I can name some of them, nurseries, the Welcome to the Jungle soft play. So she's really fantastic. I just love the quality of her businesses that she's brought. And it's not just about, it's also the employment. I guess if you create these many businesses, you kind of contribute to the growth of the town and to the people living here. So I thought she would be a good person to shout for. And I also had the incredible opportunity to work to help her for some of these businesses. And the last one was the Jungles of Play, so where I did the logo and the website for, and she was just a dream client to work with. She trusted the process. She just had faith. And yeah, we've just delivered something pretty exciting.
They're doing really well, aren't they? Those businesses absolutely flying, and they're, high quality. That's what they feel like when you use them as a parent, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some really good examples. Again, someone else who we should get on the podcast
Yes.
to share their story a little bit. You can make that
Yeah.
happen for me, Estelle.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, good.
Let me send her a message. No, but I do feel like it's inspiring to others and to see how you can contribute basically to the business and to local businesses and local town.
Yeah, definitely. You're taking action, you're investing in the community, and you're making the community a better place. That's what it's all about. Definitely. It's what we want to shine a light on, most definitely. What's your website again, just so that people can follow you along online and get involved if they need to?
My website is studiomindset.com. Studio Mindset.
Excellent. We will link to that. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast.
Merci. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Estelle. If you've enjoyed this episode, the best way you can support the show is to hit follow, leave a quick review on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify, and then share it on your socials so more people can hear about the work that Estelle is doing. Maybe even share it with someone in town who's not on social media, but running a business, might need an upgrade on their website to have a little conversation with Estelle and take it to the next level. And if you've got a local legend, someone like Shelby who's doing, or Victoria that's doing great things in Bishop Stortford that you think we should feature on the podcast, drop their name in the comments underneath. I can reach out to them and invite them on the podcast. Again, Estelle, thank you so much for joining us today on the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.